This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. Kiran, actually you are very close to the POC, right? So
Yes, I
have you,
did. I tried with bulk insert. It worked.
it worked. Okay. So it is
Yeah.
completely this mistake only that I am realizing. Okay. Okay. I'll do fine. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Let me take. Actually, I have uploaded this new project as well. New in the new version. Okay. I'll do one thing. Let me share my screen. I'll quickly do it. Okay. So the same thing, whatever we have explained. So now my version will be like 7.15 only, the latest version I'm taking. Okay. So as already Kiran has done it. So that's fine. Very good. Okay. Let me quickly, in 5 minutes, already the explanation was done. So otherwise, I'll do one thing. I'll import the old project over here. Okay. Let me import that old project. I'm not saving anything. Just I will be importing the project from the previous workspace. Okay. So let me check where that application is. This is in, okay, this is the one which we are doing it, right? So if you want to go to your existing application, what you can do is you can just click on this project workspace. You don't know where it has saved, right? Sometimes you might not be knowing it, but you want to go to that work location. Then what you can do is click on this project, click alt enter. Then it shows the workspace at which it was stored. So let me, I just done it. See, alt enter. If you alt enter it, it will give the location. Okay. So here in E batch 15 WS is the workspace. I can open directly from here. See, the folder will get opened. This is one good thing I could say. Okay. So this is the workspace and this is my project. So directly, like this is previous Anypoint Studio 12, which I have showed yesterday. Project I have created over here. I want to import this project into my new Anypoint Studio. So you can just click on Alt Enter. It gives the location. Go to that location. The folder will get opened automatically. You will no need to worry. And go to your this one. Okay. Go to your any latest Anypoint Studio. Latest Anypoint Studio. Okay. This is fine. Mhm. Studio I want to open. Why it is behaving peculiar behavior. Okay. I'm trying to open the studio. This is the studio. So now here into this I want to import the project. Now file, import, go to Anypoint Studio. Here you have two options. Either jar you can import it, or if it is folder structure you will be going for file system. So select file system. Why? Because my project is in file system, right? It is in file system. So I'll do this. I think it is the same location, I guess. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'll just try to import. If it says like it is already existing, and then we can override. No harm in that. Okay. Go to this location. Open this for loop. copy this location, Control C, and in the Anypoint Studio, try to open that directory. Just click on next. So here is the directory for loop. Directly I'm selecting the folder. I'm copying into workspace. I'm just clicking on finish. So the one which I have developed previously. Okay. Now, why? Because now it will be asking for update your workspace. Why it is asking update for workspace? Why? Because I have developed this for loop in 7.12. But I am trying to import it in 7.15. So it is asking whether it should migrate or not. Definitely we need updation, right? Because in the latest version we are doing, right? So we will be saying update process was completely successful. I'm just updating it. See, now I have done it. Now it's good. Like the project was it. Now here I'm not seeing any errors. See the strange. Sometimes you will be facing this type of issues, right? So is there any, or let me open this. Let me check the transform if my variable is there or not. Okay. Yes, it's there. Multiple records it's there. For map is there. And whatever is there, just I could see it. So in the right side, it is showing resolving metadata. Don't disturb that. Don't disturb her. Let her load. Okay. I'll try to keep a run breakpoint meanwhile. I just want to run it in the 7.15 and I want to check. But we know insert will not work. Definitely we know that. We know that insert is not going to work. Why? Because it expects only one record. So let me change even that bulk insert. Okay. I'm trying to keep considered. Whatever the case is, the queries are not going to change. Okay. And here my query. Next to my query, the same query remains. We no need to think about that. Insert query remains the same. Okay. Control A, Control C, and this one. Okay. Insert query will not change. See, we have changed the character, but query is not going to change. So in the input parameters, in the effects, what we have to do? We have to do like vars dot, we have to check that variables. It's loading, it's resolving the metadata. Let it resolve it. Let it resolve. Okay. Oh, bulk insert I'm keeping outside. Okay, I have to keep inside. Inside. Oh, come inside. Come inside. Okay. Yes. It is loading. Let it load. Otherwise, meanwhile, we can copy paste as well. We can copy paste it. It will load. We know we have a variable, right? So inside insert whatever is there. Let me copy paste here. So we can delete. See, we can delete this. We can delete this insert. Okay, we can delete this insert. But okay, but I sometimes in our coding, instead of deleting, instead of doing blah blah blah, I want to comment. Then in that case, how we will be doing it? See, deleting is very easy. Right click, delete. It will go off. It will delete. It will delete that connector. But sometimes I feel like okay, in future it may be useful. So what you can do, you can keep the comment, right? You can keep this particular connector in the comment, right? If you see the older versions, if you see Mule 3, if you right click on it, right click on the any connector, you will not be seeing this toggle comment. Toggle comment you will never be seeing. Toggle comment will not be there. Okay. Toggle comment will not be there for older versions. Only for Mule 4, this is available. Just right click on that particular connector and just you can toggle it. So automatically it says like it is comment. Now this commenting means, I think you know it. In Java you can comment the code. In PL SQL you can comment the code. In the same way in Mule also I am commenting the code which I don't want. Okay, so if you see the configuration file, so how the commenting will work? Commenting is nothing but it is, if you see, where is it? See, it is nothing but exclamatory mark, 2 hashes. It will end with 2 dashes greater than symbol. So this is nothing but in this way we will be commenting the code from mule star. Okay. Wherever you require, you just right click it and you can toggle comment. You can click on again. It will. So that is one good thing we can say. So at least in 4 we have that. In 3 it is like we have to go to source. We have to manually type that less than symbol, exclamatory mark, 2 dots. We have to do manually in new Anypoint Studio 6. Anypoint Studio 6 is nothing but which is a compatible version for Mule 3. Okay. 6 is for Mule 3, not for Mule 4. One of the interview questions. Okay, fine. Now, let me quickly deploy. Now, I have done whatever is required. Okay, let me go to my database. I have forgotten. Let me check if my any records are there or not. No records were there. Let me check my master salary table. Yes, I will be having 7 records I have. That's fine. So I have declared the batch size. I have given 2, 2, 2. That means 2 records at a time, 2 records at a time, and last ones will be like only 1 record will be processed as there is no no record is available. Right? Fine. So as of now, nothing is there. Now let me deploy this. Let me deploy this. The debug mode. So as the workspace is new, it will not irritate me definitely. Last time it irritated a lot as it is older version, so many projects, loading problem, so many things will be there. One thing, so in my personal experience, from my personal experience, I could say, if projects are increasing, the Anypoint Studio will have. Better to create one more workspace and go for new things so that for unit testing it becomes easy. Life will be easy. Otherwise, you have to just run the application. You have to go for your breakfast and you need to come. By that time also it will start or not. It will be, we don't know. Okay, what is my suggestion? If projects are increased, try to have one more new workspace. Okay, that will be like speeds up. Otherwise, it will be like we have seen last couple of days the older version. This is the older version. This is my older version. So many projects are there. This is my 7.12. If you see 7.11, not even 12. So many projects are there here. So many projects. This loading that many projects has become difficult, and for deployment also it takes a lot of time. But if you observe this 7.15, I have less projects only. I have only like almost like only less than 10 or 12, not more than that. So don't ask like stupid questions. How many projects it will support? That we cannot see. It depends upon project space. So if you are creating more configuration files in single project, it has to load completely now. So the size of the project also matters. So for that question, I cannot answer how many projects means we cannot say that. If you feel like if it is slowing down, simply open your new workspace and start doing it. In Mule 3, I worked previously with migration project as well. Mule 3 is another hell. Exceptional handling is not like this. Here actually directly we have only 3 parameters. Only okay on error propagate, on error continue, or like raise error, like only this, like try block. That's all. Whatever is there in this only we will be handling. So for batch processing, it is different case. The way of handling in batch processing is bit different. So here at least in 4 it is pretty much clear for everyone. Anybody can understand it. But in 3 it is not the case. It will be having some strategies. Understanding that it has strategies itself will take 6 or 8 months. So at least in your future requirements, if anybody is asking for Mule 3, some people like they may feel confidence. Hey, I know Mule 4. So Mule 3 also same connectors. So there is some possibility like we can easily, people will think in that way. Okay, easily we can understand. That is wrong perception. 3 and 4 anypoint studio is same, but way of connectors. If you here, if you see, it is vars. There, if you observe, flow vars. Okay, here we have directly like conditions. If conditions, else conditions, we can directly put in mule 4. But in mule 3, it is something like when condition will be there instead of if. Okay, and exceptional handling is completely different. So don't be in that perception like if anybody is asking mule 3, bluntly say, I am not aware of it. I can work only in 4. Go with that and say with that confidence only. If you take up the mule 3 also, I'm saying, it takes like, here for understanding this technology, you might have taken only 30 days. Understanding there, it becomes like almost 6 months. In 6 months also, we will have no clarity. I work for migration, so I have well experience on that. Okay, anyhow, 3 also now I am managing. Now, like after getting an experience, now I could do everything, whatever I can understand. But understanding itself has taken a lot of time, lot of hard work, lot of exposure. So if you see the other products, if you observe the other product, that much deviation and variation will not be there. But in new, lot of variation for one complete version. Okay, not even say you have idea. You just understand the differences. That's all. Okay, now it is coming. Now multiple records I could see, 7 records I could see, transform message. Now it is transforming. Hey boss, what is this? What is the problem here? Evaluating expression Java as number. Where it is going? Yes. Where it is struggling. Chiran, you have done the same thing, right?
Only thing is, I instead of salary, mine is full name, just another string. Can you try removing that multiply by 2? I don't know. Just but no, this is
Mm-hmm. It's very
because
strange. Here it is into salary into 2 itself is not there. Why that is
yeah,
coming as into 2? Okay, it is not taking it seems. Okay. From yesterday it's irritating us. EMP records. Okay, let me check if I'm having any problem here. Salary is there, salary is there. Why it's dying here? If you see there's where it is coming, that 2 is coming. 2 itself is not there. How it is taking? Hmm. Some cache problem. Okay. Okay, in
maybe just
single record also, yeah, in single record it is there, but it's variable. It should not halt or it should not create any mess. Okay, now I am saving. Let me save the application now. Whether it takes or not, I have modified it. Whether it takes or not, we'll see. I guess it is taking. Let it take. Started application at what time it started? 8:51. Now the time is 8:54. I don't think it has updated. I don't think. Oh, I would have cleaned the project. So if this type of issues occurring, if any cache problems, if you feel What you can do is go to run, not go to run, go to project. Here you have an option clean. You can clean the project so that if any caches, if any requests are coming or if any cache is available for that particular project, it will be cleared. I would have done this also. I simply started. It is initializing, let it initialize.
నేను గివ్ రీజన్స్ 2 చదివాను, ఇంకా క్వశ్చన్స్ 2 చదివాను, 3 చదివాను. నచ్చా
It's deployed. I'm initiating the transaction. Sorry, I'm opening old version. Okay, let me resume that. Resume it. Status is deployed. Okay. Now let me initiate. Before starting up, I have initiated, so it's stuck. That's why. Yes, yes, yes. Now I can see it. So that star 2, it's creating some problem, I guess. That is what I feel. Okay. So multiplication functions, if you say it is if any functions are there, that we will see. Okay, that's okay. Let's not deviate. Let's see the 2 records, how it will be deployed. 1, 2. 2 records at a time it came. As it is bulk insert, so obviously the bulk insert, yes, 1 insertion it is done. Now let us see whether we could able to, we could able to insert 2 records here or not. Is it backup only? Batch size is not updated or what?
I think it's updated.
I think previously also it worked, it seems. Okay, I'll do one thing. Let me delete the records. I don't want to do. Okay, let us keep empty and let next 2 sets how it is doing, we will see it. Now we can see nothing. Okay, first 2 records, 1, 2, anyhow I have deleted. Let's forget about that. 2 records. Next 2 at a time it has to insert, not all at a time. Okay, that is what our focus is. Okay, next set it was there. Now let me see whether 2 or all it is recording. 2 records, that's fine. 1, 2 I deleted now, forget about that. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, 2 records at a time it is able to insert now. Okay, now again in another batch, see any number, if you 3, if you take 3 as well, if you take 10 as well, it works. It works. 5, 6. That's nice. Now it's working. Last, like only one record is there, so obviously that one record will only get inserted. Okay, that's fine. All the records will be there now. All the records are, it is able to insert. So here, what is my intention is, what I'm trying to say is, like, if you are changing batch size, you can try, if you have patience, you can try with 3 records, you can try with 4 records. If you have patience, yes, you can go ahead and you can do that. This is about for loop. For loop is something sequential. If any error is occurring, here directly like in on error propagate, on error continue, we can keep it, and whatever you want to do, or you want to do whatever you are trying to do, you can do that in error handling. Error handling is similar concept like what we have discussed earlier. So for loop it remains same. Okay, so that is one thing. And what is like a good coder, what he will do is, like, whenever a bulk insert is happening, try to keep this. See, I have kept sequential. What I suggest is, like, insertion, as I said, try to keep it in some private flows. Use some subflows and private flows. Don't keep all the logic in one place. So as it is like training session, and it is like for your understanding purpose, I have kept sequential. Okay, but my suggestion is, don't keep like this. Okay, even this table, like get records, create one subflow. If at all you are going for subflow, try to keep this getting of records in try block. Try to have some exceptional handling there itself where you are calling. Okay, and even try like bulk insertion also, you try to keep, like, whenever you are connected to any target system, try to keep try to segregate it. That is what I'm trying to say. Try to segregate. Okay, that logic handle there itself. Don't bring till main exceptional handle. And like database connectivity, all this we know it. Global error handler we have to follow. So try to follow this. Okay, and my POC is, try to create in a structured manner. Structured manner in the sense, along with exceptional handling, try to build this POC. Error handler already we have discussed. Try to add even that to this. Okay, and do some masala. Like if any error occur, write it to some file. Write that error message to that file, like that. Enhance your skill, increase your things. Okay, so that makes us like make our hands dirty. Fine. This is about fun. So this is sequential way of handling this. Now coming to the batch processing. So what is batch processing? Batch. I'm saying like batch. What is this batch? Batch already like some billions of records or millions of records, if that is a requirement, and you have to process billions of record, millions, like that is a requirement, we will be going for batch processing. Okay, so if you drag and drop any batch process, this batch contains like batch steps. Oh, here I'm typing. Let me take out from here. Let me keep it here. Okay, so any batch will contain batch steps. Batch steps. So these steps we can define, as I said. It will have batch steps. It will have even aggregators as well. Even aggregator also we can see. Batch aggregator. Okay, and another thing is, like, see, if you are, for example, 100 records you have processed, among that 90 were successful. Okay, and 10 were failed. Okay, the good thing which batch processing is, even it gives that information as well, even though without anything, without like the behavior of that activity itself. So if you say, hey, in this batch you got these many records, these many were failed, the count it will be. That is the beauty of batch processing. It really gives that beauty. Hey, these are processed, these number are failed. that statistical data it will give. Okay, statistical data it will give. Okay, that is that. Let us explore on that activity. Let me create one more configuration file for batch alone. I don't want to confuse with for. So we can create any number of configuration files in one project. Okay, batch process. 1 second.
Mm.
So I'm just I have created one configuration file. So now let me just click on batch. Okay, batch job is there, batch aggregator, batch step. Don't go for Salesforce. Salesforce is like say something different. Okay, so batch aggregator, batch job, batch step. So here this is batch job, I can say batch job. This is batch step. This is batch aggregate. So one batch job can contain any number of steps and aggregators. If you drag and drop batch job, you can observe the difference. Only batch job and dragging and dropping. And dragging and dropping. If you see this, see source error handling. It is just like mule flow only. How the mule flow? If I drag and drop flow, what it will give us? If I drag and drop flow, what it gives source and process. So if you drag and drop batch job in the process, actually it has given batch step as well. This we will be saying it as batch step. This is batch step. The name, don't confuse with that. This is flow. This is batch flow. Batch job. In batch job, source remains same. If you compare with flow, source and source are same. In process, we will be keeping our own activities in normal flow. Whatever you want, variables, payloads, set payloads, whatever you want, you just drag and drop and you will be keeping it. That is normal flow. But in batch flow, if you drag and drop batch job, itself will give us. See, in the process, batch job is there. Inside that, batch step is there. Inside batch step, you can see processor, aggregator. Okay, so this is job. Okay, I don't want to confuse you. Let me create like batch process. Okay, batch job. Only batch job I will give so that it will be easy. This is job. Inside job, you can have any number of steps. This is one step. If I want to if I want to keep another step, batch step you can keep. Another batch step you can drag and drop, you can keep it. See, and this is another batch step. See, in this step, I want to handle all success records. You can do that. Okay, success records. And in this batch, you want to handle all failure records. Yes, you can do that. So any number of steps you can have, whatever you want to do in that step, you can do it. Okay. Again, if you observe each step, open that step, you will have processor, you will have aggregate. That means in that step, whatever the logic you want to implement, you can drag and drop those activities and you can do it. Okay. So why? Because all success records I want to, all success records flow, I want to do it here. All failure records, whatever the records are failed, I want to do something with that flow, failed records. So whatever you want to do, whatever you have in your mind, that you can do it in your failure. And this all complete is nothing but, as I said, the statistical information it gives. The records that are processed, the records that are failed. So it gives that information on complete. So this is an overall view of batch process. So failure records here only I am doing something. So our requirement will be sometimes in our real-time requirements how the things are means I will be getting billions of records. Whatever the records are failed, that records please write those records in some files. The requirement will be like that. So what you have to do? So all success records processing logic you will write here, and the failed records logic, that is nothing but writing to an Excel sheet, writing to an Excel or writing to a file. That logic, that failed records you will capture over here and you will be writing to a file. So on an overall, how many steps are there, whatever the case is, it gives the statistical information by default. On complete, we will not keep anything, to be frank. The activities behavior itself is like that, it gives statistical data. So that is one certification question. Definitely the people will be asking like what does that batch job contains? Batch job contains batch steps. Inside batch steps again aggregators will be there and all complete. So these activities, what all the activities now you are able to see on the screen, those activities you have to A, B, C, D, all the above, none of the above, like that it will be there. That you have to select. Definitely some questions will come on batch process.
One question. So you said on complete gives us statistical information. Where do it give
Yes,
it? Do it print in the console or
log,
how do we
log,
do that? Log.
logs, console,
Okay.
console, console, and it will
So basically runtime manager is where we can go see those, right?
be. Yes, in real time.
Okay.
Yes, that I will showcase. See, in this batch step, now select the batch step. First, we will try to understand what is batch step. Inside batch step, you have so many options. All, no failures, only failures. If I select no failures, that means you are trying to process only success records. So here you can select it. Which policy you want to apply? Only success records you want to process, only failures you want to process, or both of them you want to process. Definitely, when we are doing batch processing, best thing is first success. In one step, try to keep like success process, and in another step, only failures. You can keep only failures, so that we will have a track which records got failed. Okay, so this is about step. In steps, we will be doing that. Okay, and coming to the batch job, if you click on batch job, see block size 100 records at a time. I can mention block size in for loop. It is saying like batch size. Here we are saying like block size. The meaning is same. Either batch will be used in for, block will be used in batch. That's all. How many records you want to process, you can do it. And scheduling strategy also. Here in the scheduling strategy, some people will be having requirement, hey, please do it in sequential. Even billions are there. Even billions are there, I want to go with sequential order only. My requirement is like, I don't want to miss, I want to follow the same data migration. For example, if you have a requirement like data migration from one sys-based database to Amazon database, so the records sequence should not go. Our requirement is like that. Can you please help us in doing so? So the type of requirement it comes to us. Then you see definitely it's total like whether we have to go sequentially, whether we have to go round robin. Round robin in the sense as it likes in that bunch, any 100 it will take and it will process it. So anything anything it may. So depending upon our requirement, this scheduling strategy we will prefer. So other than like data migration, if any other requirement comes, then the best option is round robin only. Why? Because okay, pick up any, see if you are whatever is having in pipeline, just pick up, just process it. So when we go for batch, we'll try to have like round robin only, like randomly picking up the things. Why? Because if you select round robin, then the performance will be a bit high. The performance of that processing of records will be more when compared to sequential. Sequential means it is like one by one, one by one, one by one. It has to do it. Round robin is something just plug it, just push it. That's all. If you take performance wise, round robin is good, I could say. Okay, so anything depending upon our requirement, we will be going for this. That is one
So
thing.
round
One
robin,
important.
yeah, one. round robin takes any set, like any data from
Any
somewhere?
set. Yeah, see here I have whatever the block size I'm giving, right? Here 200 I'm giving. You have billions of records in the target system. You will get, see, take our example only for loop. I'm getting the records. I have seven records. Assume like you are getting 1,000 records. You kept like block size as 100. So above the 1,000, any 100 it will pick up.
Okay, so when it will pick those 100, the processing will still be sequential in that, right?
I'm not saying like you take first sequential order only. So randomly you can above the 1,000, please pick up any 100. I'm saying, na. See, my
Yeah.
payload will be there. My payload will be there only. So okay,
Hmm.
among 1,000, see, anyhow you have to process 1,000 records. But 100, you are just breaking. That's all. Any 100. So
And those
this batch
those
processing, let me explain. In batch processing has that capability. Whatever the records it has processed, it remembers, and whatever it has not processed from there, that records it will identify and it will take. So that is the activity behavior. We don't need to worry on like how it will be taken. That is what these algorithms at the back end in Java it is working, right?
Yeah, I was just trying to understand how it is faster. So maybe it is taking chunk of those hundreds and then processing them parallelly. Seems
Processing,
like.
yes,
Okay.
seems yes. So the activity at the backend it behaves the complete it was every activity here is written in Java only. At the backend, if you observe, that is Java only.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
people has written like beautiful code. Okay, in order to do this same requirement in other products, seriously it's like hell only. If you want to do it in same Java, like so much package and so much code you have to write. Here we are just dragging and dropping. That is what we will say. Tools are always like code independent. Why we will say all this will be taken care by that activities coding coders itself. We need to drag and drop. We have to utilize it wherever we require. What we require just for passing it, transforming it. Our work, our job will be restricted till there only. Right. That is the reason the people who has less coding knowledge, they prefers to go with tools. Okay, that is about batch processing. Okay, so for this POC, like batch processing. Okay, anyhow today we may not complete that, but okay, I will give background. I will just stop it. The end-to-end POC tomorrow will be doing it, but yes, I will give some idea what we are going to do. Whatever what we are going to do, that I'll try to do it. See, whatever in for loop what we have done, in the for loop what we have done is like we got the records, the same thing here I will take in this POC also. I'll try to get the records from the master server. Okay, let me keep it like, let us observe steps for executing this batch. Okay, master server, so that you will also be ready with yours. Okay. The same table I use. Okay, master cell is one thing which I am using. I'll get the records, multiple records I need to get, right? Get records, and these records in terms of bulk block size, I will be sending it to the batch. Next, I will be sending it transform and everything. We will discuss that. That is fine. Okay, and whatever the data I'm getting over here in the success, what I'll try to do, I'll update another table. I have another table called unique table. See, this is my unique table. Why I kept unique table? I have to raise some error, right? So while processing database, I need to raise some error, right? I need to raise some error. So that is the reason I have kept, I have taken unique table. In the unique table is nothing but I will showcase. I have defined one primary key. That's all. I have defined one primary key on ID. So if any duplicate ID we are trying to insert, it will scold us. That is error, right? That is an error. Then what it will do? It will like throw an exception. That exception we will handle in the next step process. That is the intention. Okay. So in this unique table, here I have ID, I have salary. Here ID I have defined as primary key. So some people again struggle for creating that table. So let me open that table SQL and let me paste it to you so that, see, master you can create anywhere. I know you will create master table. Master underscore sal is nothing but I have not kept any primary keys for that. Yum. Yeah. Yum. Master unique. This is a master unique. This is my master. This is my master unique. Okay. If I go SQL, I'm going to SQL. Primary key we have to define now. So yeah. See, what you can do is you can create a table, okay, not null, with not null. That means, and you have to define it as unique. You have to create table in this format. Okay, again, if you people will struggle, I know that. Create table, table name, ID, it should be number, and you define like not null, just not null. Enable is also not required, not null, you can keep it. Okay, salary you can define. Okay, salary you can keep, and salary you can keep as a number, no need to give any structure. Okay, and unique ID, unique you are defining, that means your ID should be unique and it should not be not null. Unique in the sense, if any like duplicate ID if I am inserting, it has to throw an exception. So this is the creation of table. This is how we can create it. People who have doubt, like if any error they are occurring, just try to clear it. Let me ping it here. Again, people will say like we are not able to create that table. That question will raise. So that is the reason I'm giving here itself. So try to create a table with not null. Keep some uniqueness on your ID. Okay, what happens is if you are pushing any false record like duplicate record, it throws an exception. That is failed record only. Na? That failed record, it has to go to next step. That is what we are trying to do it. Now we will be updating this. Okay, we try to update it. So let me explain it again. So this is nothing but inserting into unique table. We are trying to insert the data into unique table. Get records. Insert the records into unique table. So where is our where is our agenda? Here in this agenda, I will try to pull the records from here. When I am inserting into this, whenever a duplicate record files, automatically it has to move to the batch failure process, and here it has to count. That is what the agenda is. Okay, so this thing, anyhow, time is up. It's already 9:30. I don't think we will complete this. This complete thing tomorrow we will try to do it. Is that fine? So what you can do is, meanwhile, try to create these two tables as well with you, so that at least after completion of my class, you guys can start. Okay, parallelly you can do otherwise. Is that fine?
Yes.
Is everybody okay? Okay. Perfect. This is like good concept, interesting concept. Okay, you can enjoy the concept. Fine. Okay, and my session is being recorded. That is fine. Okay, let's wait tomorrow.
Thank you.
Only 5 minutes. I would like what is my intention is in one complete video. This POC if we complete na, at least in future if you are watching it, it will be easy for you. Okay, half of videos we did it. By tomorrow we can complete this batch process. Fine. Okay then. Chalo. Thank you. Thank you everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.